Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to science class. We have finished chapter 7, physical and chemical changes. Now today we will summarize the chapter. So let's begin. Chemistry happens in the world around you, not just in the lab. Every time you cook or clean, it's chemistry in action. Your body lives and grows because of the chemical reactions. There are many changes which happen around us. So let's discuss them. Changes around us. There are 4 types of changes that occur around us: reversible, irreversible, physical and chemical. So we'll discuss them one by one. First one is reversible changes. In our daily life, we see many changes happening in our surroundings. There are certain changes in which original substance can be recovered by simple methods. These types of changes are called as reversible changes. For example, melting of ice. So from ice we can get original substance, that is water, by melting. So it is a reversible process where we can recover the original substance. Then we come to irreversible changes. There are certain changes in which the original substance cannot be recovered. For example, burning of crackers. When we burn out the crackers, we cannot recover back the crackers. Now next is physical changes. When a paper is cut into pieces, then only its size changes. So some changes involve change only in physical properties of a substance, that are shape, size, temperature and state. These changes are called as physical changes. Here no new substance is formed. Physical changes can be reversible or irreversible. So let's take an example. When we change the various states of matter, for example from solid to liquid, liquid to gaseous state, then again come back from gaseous to solid state. So this is the changes in the states of a matter. For example, water. Water can be converted into ice. Ice again that can be converted into gaseous state by boiling. So these are the changes that are occurring through physical methods, and these changes are reversible. Now the next one is chemical changes. When you bake a cake by putting all the ingredients like flour, sugar, butter, baking soda, what happens when you bake a cake? This baking soda, that is sodium bicarbonate, it changes into sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate makes the cake fluffy and soft. So when you get a cake, can you get all ingredients back? No, right? So these type of changes where a new substance is formed, it is called chemical change, where reactants, they react together and they form a new substance by a chemical reaction. Here a chemical change takes place. Now next one is chemical reaction. Chemical reaction, it is a representation of a chemical substances that are taking place in the reaction. So by writing a chemical reaction, we can show that what are the reactants, what product we are getting. For example, here magnesium and oxygen, they are reacting together and they are forming magnesium oxide. So magnesium and oxygen, they are present on the left hand side, they are called as reactants, and magnesium oxide present on the right hand side, it is called the product. So this is the chemical reaction. Now chemical reactions can be of 3 types: displacement, decomposition and combination reaction. Displacement reaction. When there is a difference in the reactivities of metals, the more reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. Let's take an example. Copper sulfate, when it reacts with iron, so iron being more reactive, it will displace this copper from copper sulfate and it will form iron sulfate and copper. Now next reaction is decomposition chemical reactions. Here what happens, one substance, it decomposes into 2 or more substances. So let's take an example. Calcium carbonate, it breaks down into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now the third type of chemical reaction is combination reactions. So as the name suggests, combination reactions, when two or more substances they combine together and they form a product. So here carbon and oxygen they combine together and they form carbon dioxide. So this is the summary of this chapter. I hope you have understood this chapter well. I will see you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye bye.